Long ago, in the land of Canaan, lived a young man named Joseph, the son of Jacob, also known as Israel. Joseph was different, kind-hearted, honest, and full of dreams. He was deeply loved by his father, so much so that Jacob gave him a beautiful coat of many colors.
But not everyone was happy. Joseph's older brothers were jealous. They saw their father's love in Joseph's special robe, and their hearts filled with bitterness.
One night, Joseph had a dream. He told his brothers, "We were binding sheaves of grain in the field, and suddenly my sheaf rose and stood upright, while your sheaves gathered around and bowed down to mine." They were angry. One day, as Joseph came to check on them in the fields, they saw their chance. They grabbed him, tore off his colorful robe, and threw him into a deep, empty pit. Then, they sold him to passing traders for 20 pieces of silver. Joseph was taken far from home, to Egypt. In Egypt, Joseph was sold to Potiphar, a powerful official in Pharaoh's palace. And even in a strange land, God was with Joseph. He worked hard, and Potiphar trusted him with everything in his house. But trouble came again. Potiphar's wife told lies about Joseph, and he was thrown into prison, though he had done nothing wrong. Yet, even in prison, God was with him. There, Joseph met two of Pharaoh's servants. They had troubling dreams, and Joseph, through God's help, interpreted them. He told one servant he would return to Pharaoh's court, and asked him to remember Joseph. Joseph explained the dreams. 7 years of abundance would be followed by 7 years of famine. He advised Pharaoh to prepare. Pharaoh was amazed. He saw God's wisdom in Joseph, and made him governor of Egypt, second only to Pharaoh himself. Joseph stored food during the good years, preparing for what was to come. Back in Canaan, the famine came. Jacob sent his sons to Egypt to buy food, not knowing they were kneeling before their own brother. Joseph recognized them, but they did not recognize him. After testing their hearts, Joseph could no longer hold back his tears. He cried out, "I am Joseph, your brother, the one you sold into Egypt." But instead of revenge, he forgave them. "What you meant for evil, God used for good," he said. Soon, Joseph was reunited with his father Jacob. Their family, once broken, was restored. God had turned pain into purpose, sorrow into salvation. Joseph's story teaches us that even in our darkest moments, God is working. He never leaves us. Like Joseph, when we trust Him, He can use our story for His glory.